my name is Veronica Martinez.
And my name is Abigail Mata.
And we are from Harmony Science Academy.
Our experiment is named Rainbow Out of the Blue.
So majestic. Okay, this experiment demonstrates what happens when you add blue food dye into different concentration of acid solutions. Just look at those colors.
To perform this experiment, you will need the following materials on screen. These are the steps we followed.
First, we labeled 7 test tubes as 12M, 6M, 3M, 1M, 0.5M, 0.1M, and W for water, and placed the tubes in a test tube rack in order, from highest concentration to lowest concentration. Then we added 20 ml of the appropriate hydrochloric acid solution to each labeled test tube, and added 20 ml of distilled or deionized water to the last test tube. After that, we added 1 equal sized drop of blue food dye to each test tube and capped each tube with a rubber stopper. Lastly, we inverted several times to mix it. And voila! The colors of the rainbow appear.
The science principle behind the experiment.
It all has to do with the pH levels in the acid concentrations. Depending on how high or how low the concentrations were, we were able to indicate the color of the experiment solutions. The blue food dye helped us observe it clearer through the light absorbed within the test tubes.
For example, since we used the 12M HCl, it clearly had the most acid concentration, making it the least stable if shook. Its pH was -1.1. That was the lowest pH level we had compared to the other experiments.
Because of this, it had the color red, meaning that high numbers of light wavelengths were absorbed through the test tube.
ELA component.
For the ELA component, I wrote a narrative story about the experiment's point of view through the process of undergoing the changes of its form. It explains a bit of how the test tubes are through the experimental alterations in their chemical form,
Giving the narrative piece an entertaining yet logical point of view of how we worked through the project. SS component.
French chemist Antoine Lavoisier published his acid theory in 1776, which implied that acidicity is based on the presence of compounds based in oxygen. This theory was considered the first major contribution to the acid-based field,
even though it was later proven wrong.
Years later, in 1838, German chemist Justus von Liebig came with a theory that suggested that all acid contain one or more hydrogen atoms, which can be replaced by metal atoms to produce salts.
This theory was named Liebig's theory and was used for about 50 years until a new theory was presented.
The new theory was brought up by Svante August Arrhenius, which suggested that acids make hydrogen ions when in aqueous solutions, while bases made hydroxide ions when they dissolve in water. The Lewis theory is the newest and currently used theory of acid bases, which describes acids being electron pair acceptors and bases as electron pair donors.
In summary, this experiment helped us understand the light absorption and solutions in acids through the use of blue food dye.
Not to mention the history behind it all.
Thank you for watching Harmony Public Schools.